All right, good evening. Welcome to our board meeting of December 5th, 2023. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Roll call, Danielle, please.
President Mr. Beach,
Present.
Vice President Say,
Present.
Clerk Mr. Nishi, Board Member Dr. Eugenio,
Here.
Board Member Mr. Noyola,
Here.
Board Member Dr. Rios,
Present.
Board Member Mrs. Yu.
Here.
Thank you.
All right, report out on closed session items. This evening, we will be discussing the following items in closed session. Conference with Labor Negotiator, update on negotiations with ABCFT, AFSCME, and CSEA, existing litigation, Special Education Settlement Agreement, OAH 2023-080433, student discipline for the following cases, deliberation on student expulsion, case number 2324-2, deliberation on student expulsion, case number 2324-5, deliberation on student stipulated expulsion, case 2324-6, deliberation on student readmission after expulsion, case number 2223-4. Public comments. Danielle, I don't see any. Okay, no public comments. May I have a motion to move to closed session?
So moved by Sophia.
Eugenio second.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes 6-0. All right, we're back in open session with our December 5, 2023 meeting. May I have a motion, please?
So moved by Sophia.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 7-0. For those of you in the audience, especially my daughter, if you have your phone, please silence your cell phones. All right, closed session report out. Tonight in closed session, the board discussed the following: conference with labor negotiator, update on negotiations with ABCFT, AFSCME, and CSEA. Existing litigation in closed session, the board discussed and approved a special education settlement agreement in the amount of $44,900, attorney fees in the amount of $8,200, academic instruction in the amount of $16,000, mental health evaluation in the amount of $6,500, and mental health services in the amount of $14,200. Number OAH 2023-080433, voted 7-0. May I have a motion and a second based upon the board's review in closed session of the findings of fact and recommendations submitted by the administrative hearing panel? The board accepts the recommendation of the administrative hearing panel to expel in student expulsion number 2324-2 based on the Education Code section 48900A1. The board adopts the plan of rehabilitation recommended by the panel. The board sets the regular board meeting of May 2024 as the date on which the board will review the student for readmission. May I have a motion?
Second by Sophia.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 7-0. May I have a motion and a second based upon the board's review in closed session of the findings of fact and recommendations submitted by the administrative hearing panel? The board accepts the recommendation of the administrative hearing panel to expel in student expulsion number 2324-5 based on violation of Educated Code sections 48900A1 and 48900A2. The board adopts the plan of rehabilitation recommended by the panel. The board sets the regular meeting of May 2024 as the date on which the board will review the student for readmission. Is there a motion?
So moved by Sophia.
Second by Noyola.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes 7-0. May I have a motion and a second that the board accepts the recommendation for expulsion in student expulsion case number 2324-6 and orders the student expelled based on violation of Education Code sections 48900A1 and 48900A2 pursuant to the stipulated terms and adopts the recommended rehabilitation plan. The board sets its regular meeting of May 2024 as the anticipated date on which the board will review the student for readmission. The board adopts the plan of rehabilitation recommended by the panel. Upon verification of residency, the board sets the regular board meeting of November 2024 as the date on which the board will review the student for readmission. May I have a motion, please?
So, second, Sue.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes 7-0. May I have a motion and second pursuant to Education Code Section 48916, the board approve readmission of student 2223-4 for the spring 2024 semester based on finding that he has fulfilled his rehabilitation plan and has completed his readmission process. May I have a motion? All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes 7-0. Special motion. May I have a motion to excuse Board Clerk Mr. Nishii from the remainder of the meeting due to personal reasons?
Second by Sophia.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes 7-0. It's 7:10 PM. Mr. Nishii would like to make a brief comment prior to leaving. Clerk
Yes.
Nishii.
Thank you, fellow board members, for enabling me to leave a little bit early. I have a couple of issues I have to deal with. Just wanted to say thank you to the board president because it was about me last chance to do that for this time. Regarding his year in office and really providing some leadership during some very difficult issues that had to be addressed and keeping a large crowd safe and non-active, which is very important, particularly with the number of security that we have. So that ability to be a leader in times of difficulty is something to be lauded. And also your ability to have gone to take time away from your family and go and influence 4,000 school board members at CSBA and talking about school safety, which is next to education, we have to be safe when we do these things. So providing your leadership, your research, and providing the other board members in the and even our superintendent and the whole team of people to present along with you as a team and provide a unique outlook to everyone else, I think is a great thing, and I really appreciate that. And I apologize I have to leave, but if you so choose to select me for any office, I will accept. I would have liked to be a liaison for City of Cerritos, but I know there's plenty of competition for that. And that is all. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thank you, Clerk Nishii. All right, Pledge of Allegiance. We have some special students here from Hawaiian Elementary School. Welcome. Please step up to the microphone.
Everyone, please stand. Face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good evening, President Veach, Vice President Say, Board Clerk Nishi, Honorable Board Superintendent Dr. Zetlow, Cabinet members and community members. We are Hawaiian Elementary 6th grade Student Council. We are here with our 6th grade teachers, Miss Park and Miss Little, and our principal, Miss Perez Berna. Thank you for inviting us to the board meeting to share exciting news about our school. My name is Delilah Pacina, and I'll start with the Avid News. Hawaiian is an Avid school where our 3rd through 6th grade students prepare themselves for college and career every day. We recently had a College Career Readiness Day where we invited people from different professions to come and speak about their college life and jobs. We had the best time connecting with people like a firefighter, an architect, a biomedical engineer, and many more. All of the guests taught us to stay in school and study hard and make a difference in life.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Ortiz, and I'm here to talk about our STEM program. Besides learning the science curriculum in our classrooms, we have a weekly STEM lab time to learn and do many projects that involve science, technology, engineering, and math. 6th grade had recently done a rocket launch project that we planned, drafted blueprints, built, and sent up to space. It was a huge success. Our next step is adding the parachute onto the rocket for better landing.
My name is Adam Chavez, and I'm here to share about our community involvement activities. Hawaiian Elementary is a proud member of the Hawaiian Gardens community to participate and offer many events. This year, we already had the Loteria night, where the community had a lot of fun playing the game and won many prizes. We also did the trunk or treat for the Halloween celebration. The Native American Assembly was to present songs and dances of different tribes. It was awesome. These community events help us feel like we belong and are a part of a team. Our parents are always welcome to join us in many of our events to remind them we are all one team to make our school shine.
My name is Charlie Garcia to tell you about the 6th grade leadership. One unique thing we have at Hawaiian is 6th grade leadership. Along with the student councils, every 6th grader has the job of being a leader of our school. Some of us are in charge of the school traffic before school, so everything runs smoothly. We also have safety leaders to guide students to follow the rules before and during school. In addition, we have Go Green leaders to promote reduce, reuse, and recycle. Our equipment leaders work hard to set up and help supervisors take down the PE equipment. Finally, PE leaders lead the 6th graders in stretching and exercise before PE.
Once again, thank you for inviting us and allowing us to share some of the spotlights as Hawaiian. Just as our PBIS motto, Hawaiian Eagles Soar, we will continue to practice safety smart, take ownership of our school life, achieve our academic goals, and respect one another. At this time, we would like to present a small gift to everyone. Thank you and happy holidays.
At this time, I'd like to recognize all the parents of these fine students that are in the audience. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you very much. All right, I'll bring it back to the board if there's any comments. Olga Rios.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to say, well done, Hawaiian Elementary. And I don't want to pass up the opportunity to say how proud I am of you because I graduated from Hawaiian Elementary many years ago. And when I first attended Hawaiian Elementary, I was a Spanish-speaking student, did not know any English, but managed through my schooling to do pretty well. And so I encourage you to follow the path of education because I ended up getting a master's degree from Harvard. I have a doctorate degree from USC. And so the sky's the limit for you. So I really, you can really be anything you want. So thank you for being here tonight. And I already see a lot of leadership in all of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Rios. Board Member Noyola.
Thank you, President Beach. I also wanted to thank Hawaiian Elementary for being here tonight. I am also a Hawaiian Elementary graduate, so I'm very proud to see you guys in these leadership roles and taking on so many initiatives in your campus and reminding everybody that schools are a part of our community. So you guys understanding that and being leaders, you guys are already leaders in the community, so you guys will probably be up here very soon too. So thank you.
Thank you. Board Member Suyu.
Thank you, Board President Beach, for the last time. I want to applaud the parents who work so hard to raise these fine children. I raised 4 myself. It takes a lot of work, dedication, and sacrifice. And look at proud children. And you guys did such a fantastic job. Fine-looking young ladies and young men. Keep up the good work. Read a lot, and do a lot of math problems. God bless you. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Sue. Well, Eagles, I just want to say it was my honor to visit your school this year. I saw all the wonderful things you're doing, and please continue to soar. All right, thank you. All right, recognition of special guests. I wanted to thank all of the dignitaries and special guests who are here this evening. We appreciate your attendance and support as we celebrate a great year for ABC. I see one person in the audience that's not on our list. I wanted to recognize him, elected official from the Bellflower Unified School District, Vice President Brad Critchfield. Thank you for being here, sir. Everybody else will be announced a little bit later. And at this time, I'd like to turn the meeting over to Dr. Zietlow.
Thank you. So at this time, I will conduct the election for the board president for the coming year. I now declare nominations open for the position of board president. Any nominations? Dr. Eugenio.
Motion to nominate Sophia Say as next board president.
Mr. Noyola?
Well, I was just going to say I would also nominate Sophia Say for president.
Are there any other nominations? All right, if not, Danielle, roll call, please.
Mr. Noyola?
Yes.
Dr. Eugenio?
Yes.
Dr. Rios?
Yes.
Mrs. Yu?
Yes.
Mrs. Say?
Yes, it's going to be a tough year. I know that I'm going to face it too. Yes, honored to be.
Mr. Beach?
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you. Our new president is Miss Sophia Say.
Thank you. Do you turn the table later or do you- I'm still going to serve you tea, okay?
Out of the hot seat.
Well, that was so quick. I want to apologize my voice. My voice is very low. I just had a post-damage issues on my upper respiratory, but it's not COVID, nor it's RSV. I've been taking care of myself very well in the past, and I know our Lakewood council members here is talking about, so what degree you have now? I don't know seriously, but I do know how to take care of patients myself, but unfortunately this time I lost. But I want to say thank you. But first of all, I'd like to make some comment for this appointed position I really appreciate. This evening at our annual board reorganization, I really want to thank you all, my colleague, for their trust in election to me to serve as a board president. I also like to thank the elected officials here, community leaders and educators who came out to recognize Mr. Beach for his year of services. On behalf of the board, thank you for supporting our district and schools. I am proud to have served our students and community since 2007. on ABC Unified School District Board of Education. It has been 16 years. Boy, they pass so fast since I was elected. And I can tell you that every year has been a shares of challenge. We were a strong public school district because of students, family, teachers, staff, we all working together. We will continue to be challenged with the decline enrollment and the state budget. As you all know, it's big cut in front of us. We will continue to get through these challenges by communicating with our family and communities, focusing on two-way communication and addressing issues that come our way. I am proud of work we have done through Measure BB and what we are still working on. Our schools are better and safer. I cannot wait to see all our schools improve for our students because you support us. Our goal for the coming year is to continue make sure every student has the tools and support they need to succeed and realize their education potential. I want to continue communicate with our family, communities through local news outlets, providing consistent update about our district. I also want to make sure that we, as a board, focus on the best interests of each of students. I asked my colleague to communicate with me and Dr. Zillow with a suggestion and ideas. We need to work together to make sure our district is on the right track. Once again, I want to thank you to my board colleagues for your trust, and I promise to do my best for our students and our district. Thank you. Thank you all. Do I need the bubble? Do I need this? Okay, last time, our former President Rich told me, you gotta hit real hard, so I'm gonna hit really hard. Now I declare nominations open for the position of Vice President. Now open for nomination? Oh, okay, we have, let me see. Mr. Noyola.
Thank you. I would like to nominate Board Member Ernie Nishi for position for Vice President.
Are there any other nominates here? No, okay. Daniel, please roll call. No, no need a second, though. Yeah.
Mr. Noyola?
Yes.
Dr. Eugenio?
Yes.
Dr. Rios? Yes. Mrs. Yu?
Yes.
Mrs. Say?
Yes.
Mr. Beach?
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
So our new Vice President will be Mr. Ernie Nishi. Now I declare nomination open for the position of Clerk of the Board of Education. Do we have any? We have Dr. Eugenio.
Thank you, Madam President. Motion to nominate Francisco Noyola as next clerk, board clerk.
Any other nomination here? Okay, would you like to say something, Francisco?
Yes, actually, I'm going to have to decline. I appreciate the nomination,
He's
but
a
I would
nomination.
actually like to nominate Olga Rios for clerk.
Okay, so we have a nomination on that passed to Dr. Olga Rios. Any other nomination on table here? If none, Daniel, please roll call. Oh, you have to proceed, Dr. Rios?
I appreciate the nomination, but I will nominate you right back.
Oh, wow.
Then I accept. Thank you.
Okay, so now we back our clerk of the Board of Education will be Mr. Nayola. Okay, any other, so now roll call, please, Daniel.
Mr. Noyola?
Yes.
Dr. Eugenio?
Yes.
Dr. Rios?
Yes.
Mrs. Yu?
Yes.
Mr. Nishi? Oh, I'm sorry. Mrs. Say?
Yes,
Mr. Beach?
Yes.
Motion passes 6-0.
so another new clerk, it will be Mr. Nayola. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to have a secretary of the board. I would like to nominate Dr. Gina Zitlow, superintendent, as the secretary of the Board of Education. If there are no objections, I will ask for a vote All those in favor say yes.
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 Okay, so we have unanimous vote, and we have 6-0 now. Am I right? Okay, good. Thank you. So we got an updated one. Okay, where's some update information here? Now we begin tonight with the video. First, we want to go outgoing president speech pretty soon, but we'd like to present a video first. It was made by the staff. And Dr. Zillow, go ahead. Scott, thank you, Scott. Uh-oh.
So we're going to start this evening with a tribute to Mr. Beach. If you haven't watched one of his 30 and 30, and it's more than 30, because he has gone everywhere, and we're still working on a couple of those. We thought it would be appropriate to do a tribute for him, and then we'll have our guests just share with us their appreciation for him as we move forward. So here is our tribute.
The one thing I couldn't get done was a faster projector during my term as president, but maybe next year.
Okay, Mr. Beach, you're going to stay by the podium there, right? You're going to receive the proclamation. Thank you. Come on. At this time, I will call on our guests to recognize Mr. Beach. We start with the Representative Assemblywoman Sharon Quivers Silva, Mr. Joe Pack.
Thank you. Thank you very much, newly elected President, outgoing President. It is my pleasure to present the certificate of recognition on behalf of the Assemblywoman Sharon Cook Silva to Honorable Brad Beach in honor of your leadership as President of the ABC Unified School Board 2023. On behalf of the 67 Assembly District, I commend you for your commitment and dedication to the ABC Unified School District. Thank you for the time and dedication to the time and effort you have dedicated to public service and to making ABC Unified School District a safer, beautiful, and more quality place to educate children. Congratulations and best of luck in all your future endeavors. December 5th, 2023, Sharon Cook Silva, Assembly Member, 67th District. Congratulations. I tried to catch him on his jogging route, and I just missed it a couple of times. So I also have a certificate for the outgoing Vice President, Sophia Chair, and also Honorable Ernie Nish, outgoing clerk. So you can present them later.
Thank you.
Oh, she's coming? Okay.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Now keep the Ernie out.
It pretty much say the same thing.
Thank you. We want to give tonight's honor to our former board member, President, Mr. Beach, today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pack. Our next one will be, is Lauren Yokomiso here? Hi, I didn't see you, apologize for that. Representing Janice Hong from the Board of the Supervisors.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of Supervisor Janice Hahn to join ABC Unified in recognizing Brad for his service as president this year. Many of our elected officials are fathers, or they have families, they have full-time jobs, and so we really appreciate your time and dedication serving the community. And we know your time is valuable, and we want to thank you for your dedication and leadership this year, and recognize all of your colleagues and you for what you've been able to accomplish this year. So on behalf of the supervisor, congratulations, and we want to present you with this scroll signed by the supervisor.
Thank you, Ms. Yokomizo. Next one will be from City of Artesia. We have Mayor Monica Monano, Mayor Pro Tem Tony Lima, Council Member Melissa Remoso, Council Member Ali Touch, and Council Member Renee Trevino.
Don't we get applause?
Yes!
Honorable Board, thank you for the opportunity to acknowledge the outgoing president. As the current mayor and a product of this school district, it's an honor to be here to recognize your service to the community, because education is a hallmark of any community. And schools are where students find their interests, tap into their potential, and really get excited about what the future holds for them. And so the residents of Artesia are very proud and excited to be a part of one of the best school districts in the state, let alone the country. and it's been led by you this year, and we appreciate all of your service. So thank you very much. And so here's our beautiful certificate on behalf of our council and our city.
Thank you, Artesia Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, and council member for your support tonight. Next one will be our council member, Chang Vo, represent City of Cerritos.
It's kind of weird to stand too close to me. What's up, brother? Well, I figured this was a school district, so I figured you go in alphabetical order. So I got up and waited after A. I didn't see any B's, so I figured C was going to be next. And I figured it's going to take me a little bit because I have some difficulties walking today. But anyways, I'm here and representing the city of Cerritos. Brad, I call you Brad because we've known each other for a very long time. I remember us talking about, doing this, getting elected, working hard, making sure we represent our community, and how nice it would be for both of us to serve. And we ended up serving at the same time, you as president and me as mayor, for a little bit of time that we served together as leaders in our community. And I just want to just say thank you for your leadership. I was watching that video, and can I ask you, was that in chronological order? Because I noticed the hairstyle changed as it got. And the only reason I can say that because my hair is a lot grayer now than it was before I got elected, and that just tells me how much work you put in, the sacrifices that you made, and and I know you've been busy for this last year because we used to go out and hang out, and I haven't, after you became president, you were just busy, and so was I, and it just came down. So hopefully now you have more time, and we can hang out some more. And I came here to represent the city of Cerritos. My colleagues couldn't make it tonight. A couple of them were busy. One's on the Santa Float tonight, riding around the city, giving joy to the community. But I wanted to make sure that I was here for you. We are giving you a proclamation. It doesn't say the same thing as Sharon's, but it's a little different. But I'm not going to read the whole thing because you got a long night. But I do want to come here and just honor you and thank you for your service and the leadership. It's nice to see fresh eyes, and it's hard to get that sometimes. And you, as the president, provided those fresh eyes and the stuff that you brought to the district, the different ideas. Those were just things that sometimes it needs to happen, and you brought it. So thank you so much. All right. Watch this. Just for you, Brad.
Thank you, Cerritos City Council Member Chang Vo. Next one, we have Mr. Rene Trevino, who's from Artesia Council Member, presenting for Cerritos Artesia Rotary Club. Oh, can you sit down for me, my brother? Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry, Miss Jeff, I'm going to call you real soon.
Thank you, Madam Board President Say, and congratulations to all those put in positions tonight, and thank you all for your service to the wonderful district of ABC. My name is Rene Trevino, and I have the honor to serve as the president of the Cerritos Artesia Rotary Club. And we are a small club, and we do big things in the community, but we also recognize those that are leaders in the community that we serve, and we serve both the city of Artesia and Cerritos. We're here tonight to recognize you for your achievements. You're a father, you're a sports enthusiast, you're a leader, and most of all, when there were troubling times in the district, you stepped up, and you demonstrated that leadership through your action, your thought process, and your decisiveness to make sure that the students were put first. And we, as a Rotary Club, we believe in service above self, and you have demonstrated that throughout your leadership year as president, but also your term on the board. I am proud to call you a friend, and we have a small plaque tonight to recognize your achievements for your untiring efforts and limitless enthusiasm in serving the students of the ABC Unified School District. Thank you so much for your service. Thank you.
Thank you, Cerritos Artesia Rotary Club. Next one, we'll call my friend, best friend, really, Council Member Jeff Wu, representing City of Lakewood. Good to see you, sir. Nice to have you here today.
Congratulations on being elected president, and board members, good evening, superintendent and community. It's my honor to be here as a council member representing the 80,000 residents of Lakewood. The city of Lakewood is served by 4 school districts. We're the heart of the ABC school district, right in the middle. So we're honored to be here to congratulate you. Brad, you've done a great job. And one of the things I think is important for even looking at the video, your 30 schools in 30 days. I remember going with Dr. Rios, we tried to visit a couple schools, and it's a lot. I mean, you were engaged. You just weren't visiting, and I think that's very evident. You were racing, you were feeding the turtles. I mean, you were engaged. And I think that's important, and I think that's when you visit schools, you were there for engagement with the students. So I think that's very commendable. I think the other areas of focus that you should be commended on is addressing school safety for our students and our staff, and also the collaboration you did with other school districts. There is strength through collaboration, and we do have neighboring school districts, and I know that you've done that, and I really think that's something that you should be proud of, and I know that you really represented the district. So again, on behalf of my colleagues on the Lakewood City Council, the 80,000 residents of Lakewood, I have a certificate of recognition in recognition of your term as president of the board. So congratulations.
Thank you, Council Member for Lakewood. Next one, we have Board President Dr. Xing Lu, representing Cerritos College. Dr. Lu.
President Beach, on behalf of the Cerritos College Board, we appreciate your service, dedication, and leadership as the board president of ABC District. We especially appreciate your partnership in education with Cerritos College. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Lu from Cerritos College. Next one, we'll have Cerritos Republican Club.
Good evening, board, new chairman and vice chairman and secretary and the clerk of the board. My name is Dean Gross. I am the current president of the Cerritos Republican Club, but I came through your school district because I had 3 children. We started off at Stowers and went through the junior high school and ultimately the high school. So I have a close affinity of having lived in the district here for quite a long time, and I moved to Los Alamitos. I've served as the city council, on the city council in Los Alamitos on 3 different terms, and one of those was as mayor. And Brad is our protege, if you will, and he and Chung were good friends. We've become good friends in the process, and it's important we have 2 people here tonight. Dixie Premish is one, and the other is Roger Garrett, who's out there in the audience. We would like to recognize you, Brad, for the outstanding year that you've done. You know, it's not a partisan issue when you step up in our roles as local leaders to do the right thing, to do the stuff that's needed to be done to help the community and especially the children. And these are trying times with our kids, and I know with your two girls that you've kept them at the forefront the entire time through. So we're very proud of you. We'd like to give you a plaque in recognition of your year as president on the board. Thank you very much.
Nothing like the last word. I wanted to tell you tonight, being here, I shared with my son, who also went to Gar High School, and I told him, isn't it wonderful what you can do when you go through the school system at ABC? And as I look around this room tonight, I see some familiar faces when I was on this board. But I have to say, after looking at this video, you went to a lot more schools than I did and participated. It shows once again the leadership. It's so nice to look back and say he was one of ours, and look where he is today, because you have the true leadership skills, and I'm sure they'll go not only here but elsewhere. We so appreciate your service.
Once again, I also want to recognize Ms. Promises was our former board member in our ABC Unified School District Education. Thank you, Ms. Promise, for your services in the past. Next one will be our ABCFT President Ray Gear on behalf of ABCFT.
Ray Gear, President ABC Federation of Teachers, on behalf of the teachers in ABC. Okay, so you are a different kind of leader. I know you're in law enforcement, but you should have been a firefighter, because, you know, ABC was going through some tough times over the last 3 years, and you've been a firefighter from day one, building relationships, not being afraid to get in there, have important conversations that need to happen to keep this district on track. And you know, the 30 and 30 just shows how dedicated you were. And you know, when we touch the students, that's what keeps us going, and that's what it seems to keep you going too. And you know, it should not be lost on the community how much he put into it. You kind of raised the bar that you know, we've never seen that kind of a president before. It's the exact kind of president that we needed at that moment and over this last year. And I know you and I have done some good work together on behalf of ABC Federation of Teachers. We just want to thank you for everything. Our certificate reads Amazon, so enjoy that, and thank you for your service.
Thank you, ABCFT. Next one is Christina. Christine Bobriana, right? How to say it? Bobriana, right? Next one is a Dr. Christine. I'm sorry. Next one is a Dr. Christine Bobriana on behalf of ABCMA. Oh. And Mr. Tom Whitburn.
President Say, members of the board, Dr. Zietlow, I'm here as the president of the ABC Management Association. I am Tom Woodward, and as we all do, we have a team that works together, and we're here to provide a certificate presented to Mr. Brad Beach for outstanding service, unwavering commitment, and tireless support to ABC students, staff, and community as ABC president of the board. Thank you very much. We also have a gift card.
Thank you. Well, now we get to the most important parts from our Mr. Beach family. Anyone? You wanna? Say that again. Oh, President Beach family. It's on the schedule here.
I saw that on the agenda and I was like, did my wife or kids say they wanted to speak? But if anybody does.
Brett.
My name is Gil Adams, and I've known Brad since he was a sophomore in high school at GAR. He and my elder son played baseball together there, and that's how we came in contact. And I watched him go through the high school on to San Diego State, where he earned his degree, came back, and moved into my house. We were roommates for about 3 years, so I got to know him pretty well, and I watched him, grow through a job with a bank, where he found my new wife for me, and went on into his alcohol beverage control, not ABC, into that career where he has been promoted numerous times, watching him grow and learn and how to handle things like this. And got these two beautiful little girls down here, so he knows what a student really is from the adult level and how to care about them. So I'm just very proud, and on behalf of all of the friends that can't be here that have moved away, I want to tell you that we're really proud to have you as a friend. The last thing I would like to say is that I would like to thank Marlene, Addison, and Mackenzie for letting this dude go out every night to some affair, because it costs them in time too. So I would like to recognize that.
Next one will be our superintendent. Oh, one more. Oh, wow.
I just want to thank you for everything that you do for the community, as well as helping me with my softball team and the rest of the stuff that you do for the community. And I'm very proud of you for how far you've come and seeing you help the rest of the students. It really makes me proud that you're my dad.
Very okay? Okay. Okay, next one will be our superintendent. Dr. Zillow will make comment and present a gift to outgoing president, Mr. Beach.
Well, thank you. Just on behalf of the district and staff who gets to work with you, and staff and students who really got to see you, your choice to go out and spend part of your day almost every Monday of the last year in a school makes a huge difference for kids and for staff and for families. And so we appreciate that. And so in recognition of your service, we have a plaque that will commemorate that, as well as a memory book with pictures of the fun you had and the video, of course. But thank you.
Next one will be to our board member comments here. Okay, I will have, first of all, with Dr. Michael Eugenio.
Thank you, Madam President. Congratulations, Mr. President, on completing a year of presidency. Under your leadership, lightning struck in the same place twice. We selected a new superintendent in Dr. Zietlow, and we had the sudden resignation of Dr. Apodaca, leading to the appointment of new board member, Francisco Noyola. I don't believe that's ever happened under any board member's presidency here in the ABC Unified School District. During that period, you aligned the board's collective direction. You executed strategic plans and swiftly renewed the leadership in our district. Your decision-making was decisive, precise, and what I appreciate most, it was concise. A true leader is known for his work ethic. You exemplified this during your tireless campaign of 30 and 30. Not only did you visit 30 campuses, you visited all departments in our district. I applaud your efforts, and it's a testament of your great love of rendering service to our community and our district. I would be remiss not to also thank your family for your time spent as president of our board. The sacrifice of time away from family can be emotionally taxing on the whole unit. I thank the Beach family for their love, support, and understanding. As we all know, behind every great man, there's an even greater woman. Mr. President, thank you for your service. It was an honor and a pleasure to serve under your leadership. You will most definitely be a hard act to follow.
I know, okay. Don't look at me like this. Please, please. This is my colleague. Vote for me and then give me a hard time now. Well, next one's our newly elected clerk, Mr. Francisco Noyola.
Thank you, President Say. I just wanted to say congratulations, President Say, first and foremost. And I also wanted to say thank you to outgoing President Beach. Me being the newest and the youngest school board member, I was a little nervous, honestly, being up here representing Hawaiian Gardens and the rest of the district. But under your leadership, and you became a role model to myself, and you really demonstrated what it means to be a leader on the school board. Your dedication to the students, to staff, to everybody in the community, just like Dr. Eugenio said, it's going to be a hard act to follow, but thank you again.
Next one will be our board member, Dr. Olga Rios.
Thank you, Madam President, and congratulations. I think I just want to highlight 3 points about you, Brad, as president. I think one of the first ones is your interest in being a consensus builder. You know, for some time, we started to really worry about our board and the conversations that were happening that were really causing serious fragmentation. But you put that aside, and that, as was mentioned, is leadership. Leadership is looking beyond your own personal opinion and doing what's in the interest of the group, the district, and you did it firsthand. You made a point to visit the schools, all of them. So I applaud that. And lastly, you really stepped up. You heard the board talk about communication, and you prioritize that to open up those channels of communication. And yes, I also appreciate that they were often concise. But you made a point to, what we need you to be aware, and this is happening, and that didn't go unnoticed. So thank you for your service.
The last one will be board member Ms. Suyu.
Thank you, President Say. First of all, President Say, congratulations on your election, elected to be the president. You are seasoned and experienced president. This is your 3rd term. So this is a tough year, definitely, 2024. We are going to be faced with economic deficit, a lot of companies leaving, corporations leaving, small business leaving. So you're faced with some challenges, but I trust that you'll do a good job.
Can I head out?
And President Beach, what can I say? You really put the bar high. It's going to be very difficult. Well, it's good because now the following presidents are really going to have to keep up with the 30-30, be engaged, be active. Being a leader is tough. It's not a popularity contest. Sometimes you're going to have to make tough decisions, not popular decisions. But most importantly, thank you for your caring spirit. A leader today has to be a shepherd to take care of the people, the vulnerable, the people who are forgotten, people who are suffering at the bottom. And today, With the gas prices, many people at the bottom are suffering. With the rise of crime, many children, we see an increase in law enforcement. And this is where the leadership needs to take place to really take action and not do what is popular, but do the right thing. Thank you, President Beach, for your leadership. That is all.
Well, now is our outgoing president comment. Mr. Beach, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam President. For those of you that know me, I don't usually write my speeches, but I had a lot to say and I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything, so I took some notes. Coming into the boardroom tonight, I had mixed emotions. I really can't even describe the feeling I had. I guess really it was joy, relief, and just happy what we accomplished this year, and I want to go over a few of those things. This sure is bittersweet, and I can't believe that the past year went by in a blink of the eye. I'm humbled by the kind words from everyone and the support during my presidency. During the past year, this board did a lot of great things. I'll start with the fact that we always put students first. We improved academic scores since the pandemic, hired a great new superintendent with a transparent process, started the school year sooner to benefit students, improved the school of choice process for families, enhanced school safety at our schools with technology and training, and hired a school safety manager, improved relations with cities, community groups, and neighboring school districts, balanced our budget and increased our reserves, visited every school and every district building in our 30 Schools in 30 Weeks program, and finally won a CIF football championship at Cerritos High School. I want to thank the entire Board of Trustees, Francisco, Mike, Olga, Ernie, who's not here, Sophia, and former member Chris, for their collaboration and cooperation. To my appointees, several of them who are here tonight, Melissa, and I think I saw Miss Linares, thank you for what you do. I'd also like to thank Superintendent Dr. Zietlow, Danielle, and Natalie for making my job a lot easier. To Scott Smith and Ryan Miller, thank you for making the 30 and 30 videos a wonderful success. Great job. I'd also like to thank the Executive Cabinet, principals, teachers, and all of our staff. We really do have a great district. I would like to thank Ray Gier and our union partners for their partnerships. Thank you to the City of Cerritos, the City Council, and all cities in our district for your support and partnerships. On a personal note, I'd like to thank my wife, Marlene. You are my rock and keep me grounded. I love you. To my daughters, Addison and Mackenzie, Dad loves you both and does this for you and for all students. I know I got pulled away a lot, but you all supported me the entire time. To my parents watching from another state, thank you for everything and always being there for me. Love you. To my grandpa, watching from above, thank you for teaching me about leadership and community service. Mi hermosa, Tia Mimi, thank you for being here. You supported me from day one, and I appreciate it greatly. I'd like to thank my family friends, Gil and Tess, for all the advice on the patio and listening to me vent. Thank you to Connie Edwards for always being there for me. I'd also like to thank the Swecky family, Coach Keith, Crystal, and Amber. It takes a village to do this job, and you helped me a lot by taking Addie to softball, and I really appreciate that. Dr. Tracy, I miss you at Nixon and want to thank you for all the advice and checking in on me. The watchdogs, keep protecting Nixon and doing outstanding things. To the community and all ABC families, it was truly an honor to serve you this year as your president. Thank you for your support and trusting me. As I started all of my 30 and 30 videos, this is Brad Beach, former president of the ABC Unified School District, signing off for the last time. Thank you. And I'd like to call my family up for a quick little presentation.
Thank you, Mr. President, former President, Mr. Beach, for your dedication to our district and the students. Thank you. Before we go to our recess, I do want to recognize one gentleman here, which is my husband. Many of you guys haven't seen my husband. We have about almost 60 people in Living Cerritos. He was the one really supporting me all the way through until even today. And I just said, you need to cut your hair and dress up a little bit, come to the board meeting. I did not say too much about it. We have 2 children also live in Cerritos, and we have couple grandkids already, and they're all going to attending our ABC Unified School District. The funny thing is, I really enjoy public services, but my family member is not very much involved, but they support me behind the back. So I want to introduce my husband right into the public, Mr. Nai Long Zhen. He was an aerospace engineer, retired, and thank you, Papa, for your support me yesterday and today. Thank you. Now we are going to recess for half an hour. Please join us in the foyer for a reception in the outside. Thank you, and thanks again, Mr. President. Did you push the button? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back into our open section. Our clerk, Mr. Noyola, you have something to put on the table?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
President Say, I just would like to make a motion to move the student board representation up to the next item, please.
So do I have a second motion? Second. Thank you. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Thank you. So go ahead. Thank you. And sorry to have you stay so long.
Good evening, newly elected president and fellow ABC Unified School board members. Today, I, Dia Baichin, and unfortunately my Isa Khan could not be here due to a family emergency, are pleased to present the successful events and activities at Cerritos High School run by our ASB on campus. To kick off our school year, our Commissioners of Spirit planned a back-to-school Spirit Week to get everyone excited about the new school year. In addition, Cheer also planned multiple rallies throughout the first quarter in alignment with our football team and their game schedule. I can confidently say that everybody loved these rallies as we haven't had any since the shutdown due to COVID. In addition, our Commissioners of Spirit planned a terrific Homecoming Spirit Week, drawing in lots of participation from CHS students. Our stands were packed for the homecoming football game, which we fortunately won. Thanks to the help of our seniors coming in early to set up, our sophomores running coat checks, and our freshmen selling water, our homecoming was one for the books. Tons of students showed up, either dancing the night away or partaking in our various activities, such as our 360 photo booth or face painting station. Our Commissioner of Multicultural Events did a fantastic job planning Hispanic Heritage Month, drawing in lots of participation for Spirit Days and quad events. At the end of the month, ASB passed out goodie bags in the morning, which lots of students enjoyed and appreciated. In the midst of Hispanic Heritage Month, CHS had its annual game against Gar High School. The Spirit Week leading up to the game had loads of participation, and once again, our stands were packed for the game. Unfortunately, Cerritos lost the jug, but we put up a good fight. CHS Link Crew organized a Character Count Spirit Week where CHS students learned about the 6 pillars of character: trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. Spirit Days were fun and unique, which led to lots of participation. The following week, our Commissioners of Community Relations planned Red Ribbon Week, with Spirit Days and quad events, which led to loads of participation. On the final day of Red Ribbon Week, ASV passed out bracelets and sunglasses promoting students to stay drug-free, which was a smashing success. Students loved the sunglasses, and were seen wearing them the entire day and even the following week. On October 31st, CHS held its annual Halloween costume contest, where students could participate in 4 categories: Best Character, Most Unique, Best Duo/Trio, and Best Group. We had 3 judges scoring based on the appropriateness of the students' costumes, the attire itself, and how best the costume fit its category. We had a great turnout, with countless students wanting to participate. Ultimately, for the most anticipated category, Best Group, our cheer team stole the show with their Disney princess theme, and our admin, finally after 10 long years, beat out the rest of his staff and won with their Mario Kart themed costumes. Cerritos CH Regiment of Gold took first place in Division 4A in Costa Mesa. We also won High Percussion and High Auxiliary in our division, Best Percussion and Color Guard. We are so proud of our students and the work they have put in so far. Additionally, our band and Color Guard performed at SoFi Stadium, putting on a spectacular performance. In 2025, our band and Color Guard will perform in the Rose Parade with 7 other high schools: Gar, Artesia, Mayfair, Bellflower, La Mirada, John Glenn, and Norwalk. All fall teams made it to CIF playoffs, with football, girls volleyball, boys and girls cross country, and girls tennis and girls golf winning the league. In addition, our varsity football team became CIF's Division 12 champions, winning 19-13 in overtime. The team advanced all the way up to state regionals, making history and becoming state regional runner-ups in Division 6AA. Currently, CHS is hosting its annual toy drive from December 4th to December 8th. CHS is also planning towards our annual winter formal being held on January 27th at Hangar 21 in Fullerton. CHS is going through a difficult time, mourning the loss of one of our beloved peers, student, athlete, and friend, Ethan. Mental health professionals are available in our media center, providing endless support to all those grieving through this difficult time. Our hearts go out to all those that are affected. At CHS, we are here for everyone, and if anyone needs anything, please reach out. Thank you.
Thank you, Kia from Cerritos High School. Do we have any comment here? Oh, we have it here, sorry. We have a board clerk, Mr. Neola.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that was a great presentation. I know you've had to come back twice already, and you're doing it solo tonight, but I appreciate you sticking through and keeping us updated. That was a great report. Thank you.
Kia, is your parents here?
No.
So you drive here?
Yeah.
Drive safe, go.
Thank
you very
you.
much. I'm sorry holding you
No,
that
it's
long.
okay, it's okay.
Okay, thank you. Good night.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
good night.
Okay, next we have item 16, board president appoint board member to the following committees and as a city liaisons. I'm going to ask the board colleague here who's interested in being appointed to the first one, Diversity, Unity, Equity Board Advisory Committee. Do you have anyone? Just push your button now. Okay, so we have board clerk, Mr. Nayola. Anyone else? If none, Daniel, write it down for me, right? Okay, thank you. Record it for me. Thank you. Next one, the Finance Audit Board Advisory Committee. Finance. Oh, okay, forget about turn off, yeah. Okay. Anyone? Finance? I think that's on Wednesday, right?
Thursday.
Thursday? Okay, and then we need I need one board member.
I'll do it, but have to work some Thursdays, so.
Oh, any other board member can do it? Board meeting? Sue?
I'm going to take the legislative.
Okay, what about Mike? Dr. Eugenio?
If it's available, I can take the strategic planning.
You want a strategic planning? So then I do ask you if you don't mind do finance.
Yes.
Mr. Beach, okay, thank you. The next one, Legislative Policy Board Advisory Committee? Okay. And Strategic Planning Board Advisory, Mike, Dr. Eugenio, and CD Teacher Liaison, Dr. Eugenio. Okay.
Are you keeping Ernie on the facilities?
We didn't have it in here. So. We don't have it here.
Okay.
So he wants to what facility?
Well, because their charge is almost done.
Oh, okay. So we just probably leave it Ernie continue. Okay. Did you get it, Daniel? Okay. So next one will be, so we have a teacher liaison will be Dr. Eugenio, and City of Cerritos liaison, I was told Mr. Nishii wants that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Cerritos City liaison will be Mr. Nishii. Next one, Hawaiian Garden liaison, that will be, thank you, Mr. Loyola. And Lakewood liaison with Dr. Olga Rios. Norwalk,
I'll do Norwalk.
Mr. Beach. And Head Start Board, usually it's the board president, is it, or the board member? Okay, so we all, oh, you want to go? Okay, you can do it. Okay, thank you. Okay, then we have, I think the last one, County Committee on School District Organization, the Los Angeles School Trustee Association. I think usually it's the board president. Yeah, yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to approve our agenda. May I have a motion to approve the agenda for regular meeting of December 5th, 2023?
So moved. Daniel, second.
Okay. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So motion passed 6-0. May I have a motion to approve the minutes for regular meeting of November 7th, 2023?
Moved by Noyola.
I need a
Second.
second? Okay. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay, so motion passed 6-0. Now we have a superintendent reports.
Thank you. I'll try and be brief, but there's been a lot I've been doing. So back on November 8th, I was able to attend middle school sports between Carmenita and Whitney. The students were playing volleyball and basketball. It was a lot of fun to see. On November 9th, I attended an education law update conference with our attorneys, Atkinson, Anderson, Loya, Root, and Romo. November 13th, I spent a half day at Melbourne Elementary School, visiting all of the classes and seeing the things happening there. November 14th, I spent another half day at Nemus and got to see the turtle moving around, just like you, Mr. Beach, where I got to see into all the classrooms and what was happening on the campus there. That evening, I hosted our district employee book club event. We're going through the book, Your Brain on Art, and it really explores how arts, different kinds of arts, really impact not only our physical and mental health, but our wellness as a person, and it helps us with learning. And so it's a fun book study that I think staff that are participating are really enjoying. I then, from November 16th through the 18th, got to go with Carver Academy team to the National Blue Ribbon School Conference and Awards and be with them when they were recognized. It was a lot of fun and good learning. On November 27th, in that evening, I participated in the 33rd District PTA meeting for the ABC unit presidents. November 28th, I spent a half day at Palms and got to, again, go in all the classrooms, see the things happening there. And November 29th, I spent a half day at Stowers Elementary School and enjoyed my time there as well. From November 30th to December 6th, we were at the California School Board Association and conference, and it was really great to put together a presentation with what we had done. We were on a panel with a district from Northern California, and to see that we're all doing a lot of the same things for safety. It was really nice to work with Mr. Nishii and Mr. Beach on that, and Dr. Ricardo Lois, our Director of Secondary Schools and CWA, came and was part of that presentation as well. December 4th was a busy day. I visited IT for my annual visit and updates, but then Mr. Beach came and we toured everywhere. We went to academic services, school services, special programs, payroll, fiscal. We went all over, got to see everyone and just check in with staff and how they're doing. And that evening, our college and career staff put together a district event for students that are in our workforce, our work study program, and they were able to be here. They had support for the students in terms of career and college exploration, but they also held mock interviews in preparing these students to apply for and interview for a job. So it was a really great event, and that is my report.
Thank you, Superintendent. Thank you, Superintendent. Next one, we'll have Employee Representative Report. Mr. Ray Gare.
Good evening, President Say, board trustees, administrative cabinet, teachers, nurses, classified brothers and sisters, students of ABC, parents, and community. My name is Ray Guerin, president of the ABC Federation of Teachers. I just want to congratulate President Say for your third time and for all the other officers. And thank you for the rest of the board members for all the work that you are going to do. It's always an interesting time. Start a new year, start a new board, and so thank you for all you do. ABC, every time once a month, we have what's called a union chat. We have it before a board meeting on 4 o'clock. Makes for a long day, just like you guys, right? So, but during COVID, we'd have like 300, 400 people show up. And I'm happy to say that we only have about 40 people showing up now. But we have some important discussions there. You know, like currently, there's a lot of discussions, not just in our districts, in every district, not only in the state of California, but across the country, about special ed and para-educator support in particular. Just the things that we are seeing in some of the challenges with the special ed kids right now are, I was talking to somebody just outside the hall, like in the past, maybe these behaviors changed 2 steps, but just over the last 3 years, it's like the changes are 10 steps. So we're having a hard time as educators, as in public education, private education, organizations such as agencies that provide supports to school districts. We're all having a hard time keeping employees and keeping them in the job right now because of how challenging that work is. I know that you are talking to other board members in other districts. I'm sure that they are experiencing the same kind of challenges in special ed. It is a little bit of a landslide that is starting, and we have to do something as a community to kind of find solutions for that. I don't know what those solutions are, but I think any ideas we can get outside of here or within, the answers might be in the room. But I think it is a fire that we really need to think about because it's impacting special ed. I see that as the foundation, and if you can raise the foundation, then you can raise the whole house, right? And so, anyway, I just want to bring that to your attention. I just think it's going to be something that's going to be a challenge. It's 25 years ago when I became a special ed teacher, special ed was hot because kids didn't have access to books and to regular stuff within a school. And so there was a lot of teachers advocating for that and a lot of administrators too. And so that changed. I think this is just the new challenge and something that we're all going to have to pitch in and do something about. For the community, I know that they're probably adjusting to the end of a second semester for secondaries ending in December. That's a change. Hopefully it's going okay. I know teachers and students are adjusting to that too, and we'll take a lot of input from parents and teachers and students to see what we can do to continue doing that. There are a lot of benefits for ending in December. There's college opportunities that open up in the summer that wouldn't happen. There's just a lot more opportunities, I think. And so, I thank the board for making that decision to change the semester, and it's just adjustment time. But I want to acknowledge that, parents and students and teachers are having to deal with that change. ABCFT just moved its office. We finally found a home. And so we were in the same place for 10 years. We took a little temporary 6 months in a 180-foot room, and now we're happy to say that we have a couple rooms to have conversations now. And so we're over at Studebaker next to GAR and still within the ABC school district, and happy to be there. And we had a nice a taco celebration for Christmas or for the holidays by the building. Then Taco Tuesdays it's a great place. So we're happy where we landed. I just wanted to say happy holidays to everybody, teachers, kids, parents, ABC community, everybody, take the time, spend time with the family, recharge, and thank you for all the hard work everybody does.
Thank you, Mr. Gregier. Thank you very much. I am going to visit your office. Sometime next week I will. Does the office still open that next week? Okay, I will be there. Okay, this will be my report. Last week, I joined some of my council colleagues at the CSBA conference in San Francisco. As a board member, this meeting are very important. I learned so much. I attended a few sections that were very informative, like moving beyond COVID, planning today for tomorrow. I was attending the ABCUSD section with the State Controller Fiona Ma, where I learned much more about the state budget. I attended last school facility capacity decline enrollment ad hoc one time. I also attended the Cerritos High School football game. They are campaigns and go Dons. And I want to say I didn't get a chance to tell the Cerritos High School student here, and I apologize. I will if I see her again. Great job, Cerritos High. I enjoy meeting with the exchange student from Japan, attending the welcoming and goodbye events. This is such a great program for our student and the student from Japan. I have met many of the new principal, so I start working already, okay? I met about 6 new principal for the last months. At our school, I appreciate the work they're doing. I brought coffee to the office and share with the staff. I want to thank you, Daniel Westman and Natalie Sanchez, for helping me schedule time to attend many Halloween events. I think I went to about 5 trucks, and I believe our public relations director, Mr. Scott, you went to what, 6 or 5? Yeah. So I went 5, and we're trying to compete each other's. So he caught me before that. But I want to thank you, your support. And I went to all those places with my grandson, Lucas, just want to let you know. And I had a great time. So this is holiday season, and I'm looking forward to attending holiday and winter event and concert at our school. So I do need the staff to help me and schedule me. I will go. I don't know how to roller skate, but I will do well my tennis and walk, running around our school district. I will try to catch up our former president, Mr. Beach. I am trying, okay? So next one will be our public comments. Board clerk?
Thank you, President Say. Public comments is now open. Persons wishing to address the board should fill out a card located on the table by the door and submit a completed card to the secretary. Speakers will be called in sequence during the public comment section, which is limited to 1 hour, and each speaker to one presentation of 5 minutes unless the board wishes to waive the time limit. Those who have a group concern are encouraged to select a spokesperson to address the board. Please remember that the board is unable to directly respond to comments made during the public comment section. Persons wishing to address the board on a specific agenda item at the time of the item is under the discussion are limited to 5 minutes each and will be called to speak following the staff comments and prior to the board's discussion and taking action. Adverse remarks about a person's race, ancestry, ethnic group, identification, religion, color, national origin, sex, or sexual orientation, gender, mental or physical handicap, or age may not be made. First, we have Jules Kim, followed by Stephen Sodders.
Thank you, board members, for the opportunity to speak. My name is Jules Kim. I am a parent of a 10-year-old who attends school in this district. I am also a proud graduate of this district. I attended Bragg. I graduated from Whitney. I went to Dartmouth, and I eventually became a Foreign Service officer, a diplomat for the United States government. I served in Iraq during the first year of the war. I served in Yemen, where I confronted tanks and bonfires and unrest. I also served. I served as a climate negotiator for Rio+20 at the U.S. mission to the UN. And I'm only saying all this because we, like anybody else, could live in very nice places, but we believe in this community and we believe in this school district. And I am the product of the school district, and I am proud to say my daughter will be a product of this school district. So I want to say in that I have a concern. I have a concern because I want to tell you the story of two schools. They are 2 minutes away from each other. They both start at 9:15. One has less students in its geographic district. The other one has more, but the one that has more doesn't get enough of its students in going to that school. The one that has less is bringing students from outside the district, and their capacity is 11 short of full. So they went from 700 to 800 students in a couple of years. My daughter's school has gone from 600 to 400 in the same amount of time during the same period of time that they won the Blue Ribbon Award. There's only 5 veteran teachers left at that school since we started when she was in preschool. All the other teachers have left. So in 1 year, 20% or 80 students and their parents voted with their feet, and they moved. They moved out of the school district or to other schools, but they moved. And I'm concerned as a homeowner. I've lived in Cerritos, Lakewood, and Artesia, and such a dramatic decrease cannot be attributed solely to the declining birth rate. 20% in 1 year is a serious decline. And it's worthy of a big flashing red light, because we cannot survive unless we have schools where parents want to vote with their feet and bring their children to that school. And the school that's 2 miles away, they're able to do that. They're able to get significant out-of-district students. I think there are best practices being done in this school district by many good teachers and many good principals, and it would be really wonderful if there was a mechanism there may be, but if there could be a codified way that best practices from one school can be shared and practiced in other schools, because I don't think it's related to socioeconomic or geographic region, because I know Hawaiian said they have a student council. They're very active. Niemas has a tortoise. Everyone loves this tortoise, right? Bragg has a Department of Education awarded green team that's student-led. Many schools have broadcast and news channels. There are many positive and enriching things that these schools are doing, and it would be really great to have the students and the schools share that with each other, so that the situation that my daughter's school is experiencing doesn't exist, in the next year. Thank you so much for your time, and I just wanted to say congratulations, President Say, and thank you for agreeing to do this for the 3rd time, and thank you, President Beach, for your services in the last year, and to the rest of the board members. You're truly pillars of our community, and none of this can be done without you working late into the night on a weekday like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Kim.
Next, we have Stephen Sodders, followed by Kirit Shaham.
I really should have had a shirt that said "I'm with her." I really just, I need to get that shirt, because, she does that, and then I've got to speak after her, and then I'm like, it's a hard act to follow. It's a very hard act to follow. I'm Stephen Sodders. It's a pleasure to see all you. I wanted to say congratulations and thank you again for your service, President Beach. We really appreciate all you've done the last year, and just as a parent, just your being attentive to parent voices is something we appreciate. So thank you very much. I was going to say, and it's too bad the Hawaiian students aren't here anymore, that student council was impressive. Like, they did a great job. Yeah, it's just, again, it's something I wish our daughter could be a part of. Presently, there is not a student council at Carver. There used to be, but there's not one at the moment, but we'd like for that to be the case. I've had the privilege of seeing, again, great things happen all across the district. I know that, for instance, there are wonderful school-wide rallies at Juarez, Bragg, and Nimes, like every 2 weeks. And I think that something like a school-wide rally, it might seem like a small thing, but I think it builds community. I think it's a chance for the principals to talk directly to parents and to sort of, set expectations with students, but also recognize students in a positive way. So again, echoing what my wife said, I think that there's best practices that if we adopted them at every elementary school, you could have something like, again, either higher enrollment or at the very least keeping students who are in the district here. My wife and I have had the privilege of being at the declining enrollment committee meetings, and again, the people who are there are doing fantastic work in this very difficult moment for our district. We are firmly in touch with the fact that, the committee is doing important work and it's going to continue that work. But because we love all the great things that are happening in the district, we'd like to make certain that those things are shared and to make certain that we do everything we can as a district to attract and sort of keep the families that are already here with the good things that we're doing. Speaking of the notion of, thank you so much. No, I appreciate that. I had a timer on my phone, but that's helpful because I'll see that and not my phone. Thank you so much. Yeah, in any case, thank you for having us here. I was told that neither school site council nor PTA was the place to sort of bring concerns for my individual school. So thank you for sharing your time with me and allowing me to do that. We are proud of Carver's achievement of the Blue Ribbon Award, and again, proud that our daughter and all the other students that work so hard, even the current 7th graders who are now in other schools, we give our congratulations to them. We're going to, PTA's putting together a celebration for that, and we wish we could invite the 7th graders back because they did that too. But in any case, specifically at Carver, there are policies in place that are not in keeping with the best practices in the district. At lunch, there are still assigned seats. I think this was originally a pandemic era, thing that, trying to make certain you could do contact tracing, but I think the efficacy of that and the necessity of that is probably long since past. We've brought that, to the attention of the administration, but students still have assigned seats. Every student in the school has an assigned seat at lunch, and they're not able to sit next to a friend or someone else. They're simply at their assigned spot. In addition, they're not able to get up to get a drink of water, throw away their trash, or use the restroom unless they've got permission from a noon supervisor. And from what I've seen at all the other schools that I've been at, I don't think that's ordinarily the case. I think the students have just a little bit more leeway in doing that. In addition, the bathroom policy is such that students are only able to use the restroom outside of lunch or recess if they basically pay their classroom points they've earned as a point system as a penalty. And I think for some students, they're because it's seen as a negative thing, they are not doing that. They're not using the restroom as they would. In any case, we look forward to the board bringing best practices across the district and sharing the great things that are going on at all the schools with every school, because there's so many good things happening in our district. Anyway, thank you so much, Carver. We've got a great PTA. Come check out our book fair. We've got great clusters, a tradition which predates our current administration, a great winter market. And anyway, just again, thank you for all you're doing, all of you. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you.
Next, we have Kirt Shoham.
Good evening, board. President Say, superintendent, and board members. I'm here mostly to speak to Brad. Leadership requires people, and you are all leaders, to fulfill the duties of your position and whatever title you have. Brad, you demonstrated a master class in how to be a board president. You faithfully executed the duties of a board president. You gave equal access to all perspectives, and I really appreciate that. You fulfill your duties even when there was conversation going on and board members were excited. They forgot that you had a say in it. And so somebody called the question, and you were not able to make your comments. but you accepted it gracefully. And that's what it means to be a board leader. I expect you, all of you, to fulfill your role. You are school board members who speak about the needs and the desires of our students. You know, Brad, you are committed to students. Parents have called you, I know that, and you have listened to them, and you have done things for them. You know, people really appreciate the fact that you took time out to listen to them. And I know that from talking to different people in the community. But the biggest win for me is that being a dad, you have always advocated that more dads be involved in our schools. We need dads to be present on our campus. So continue that voice. I think you'll be able to say more of that now that you're not the board president, but I really appreciate it. And I also have to piggyback on what Ray had to say, which is there is a change in the behavioral norms that we've seen in our classrooms. So our challenge is, when can we have that conversation about what are our cultural norms that we expect in our schools so that we operate from the same baseline as parents, teachers, administrators, so that if we all have a common basis for behavioral norms, we can all reinforce it together. This is not about punishment, it's about setting a standard of what we expect in ABC. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have another one?
Are there any other comments? No, that is.
Okay, no, thank you. Next one, we'll go to consent calendar. May I have a motion to approve the consent calendar?
So moved.
Second.
Is anyone who wishes to remove any item to be considered separately in here? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed 6-0. Next one, we'll go to the action item 1.3-A. May I have a motion to approve community member and student appointments to board advisory committee? I need a motion and second.
Motion approved.
Second, Sue.
Mr. Britt.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm just shuffling around 3 of my committee members due to their personal obligations. So Cammie No will go to the Finance and Audit Committee, Terry Pettis to the Strategic Planning, and Carla Gilheist to the Legislative Policy. None of them are here tonight, and they have been serving for me for the past several years. So
Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Okay. The motion, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion's passed 6-0. Action item 1.3-A, may I have a motion to adopt the calendar of board meeting for the 2024 calendar year. Please be advised that board meeting in June is scheduled for Tuesday, June 4th, 2024, not Monday. This is one we had revised. There's also one board meeting in November due to the fall break. May I have a motion and second?
Motion by Noyola. You had your second?
Do you have any public comment? If none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passed 6-0. Item 1.5-A, may I have a motion to adopt resolution 23-14, acknowledging January 22 to 23, year of 2024, the Great Kindness Challenging Week. I need motion and second.
So moved.
Second by Noyola.
Okay. I have a motion and second. Any public comment? Any board discussion? If none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
So the motion passed 6-0. 3.12-A, we have a motion to approve request of new courses titled Alternate Pathway to Diploma, so-called APD, and APD English 1, 2, 3, and APD Math 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1D, APD Life Science, APD Physical Science, APD World History, APD US History, APD Civics, APD Economics, APD Physical Education 1 and 2, APD World Language Survey, and APD Visual and Performing Arts Survey to begin in the fall of 2023 to 2024 school year. May I have a motion and second?
Motion approved, Eugenio. Second by Noyola.
Dr. Castro?
Thank you, President Say. This particular item came about through the California Education Code that was established on July 10th of 2023. This is to offer an alternative pathway to diploma for graduation for students who meet specific requirements. And these students with exceptional needs must have entered the 9th grade in the 22-23 school year or therefore after. And so I am excited that we are able to offer this to our students who have started as 9th graders this year, and we'll be working closely with the Office of Secondary Curriculum and with our special education department to ensure that our students are able to meet the requirements of this pathway.
Thank you, Dr. Castro. Do we have any public comment?
I did not see any.
Any discussion from my colleague? If none, all in favor, please. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Apologize. I'm sorry, board member, Mr. Hsu.
Thank you. Dr. Castro, what is the difference between this and the regular courses?
This is specifically for special education students who meet specific requirements. One of those requirements is that they're eligible to take the California Alternative Assessment and that they have some specific accommodations in their IEP. So this is not for all students. This means that only certain students with different abilities will qualify for this program.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hsu. Any other discussion? If none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 6-0. Next one, item 3.13-8. May I motion to approve request to adopt the following textbook title, Voice of Wisdom, Multicultural Philosophy, Reader and Ninth edition, and Instruction to Education, establish equitable opportunity for all students, first edition for the 2023 to 2024 school year. I need a motion and second.
Motion approved, Eugenio. Second by Noyola.
Dr. Castro?
Yes, as we continue to build our CCAP agreement with Cerritos College and our dual enrollment program, these are changes in materials for existing programs. These are not new courses. These are existing programs that we have both at Artesia and Whitney High School, and also the existing program for the teacher education pathway at Cerritos High School.
Thank you, Dr. Castro. Do we have any public comments?
I don't see any.
Any discussion from my board colleague here? I have one, which is our board member, Ms. Hsu.
Thank you, Dr. Castro. Another quick question. These courses are towards a college credit, correct?
Yes, correct.
I see. It seems like, I mean, I'm not really sure. I didn't follow all the details, but it seems like all the courses that has been recommended and all the textbooks to be purchased all are in the liberal arts.
There are some courses from the liberal arts because we are looking to, for the early college program at Artesia and Whitney, we're looking to achieve the IGETSI requirements, which means that we're trying to meet transferable credits, and many of those credits are in the liberal arts. So we're following the community college standard requirements.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so far I don't see any board member, any comment. So all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The motion passed 6-0. May I have next item 4.5-8. May I have motion to approve the first interim report for the 2023 to 2024 fiscal year with a positive certification and budget adjustment as it reflect. I need a motion and second.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Tuan.
Thank you, Board President Say. Good evening. In front of you tonight, action item 4.5A is the first interim report. And this is basically the first update of the budget that the board approved in June. So since June that the board approved the budget through now December, we have additional budget information coming out from the state that we need to provide an update to the board. So the good news is on page 98, in the current year, in the 23-24 school year, we are still on track to receive the revenues and expenditure as expected. So there's no adjustment or reductions to the revenues or expenditures in the current year. So that is in the 23-24 school year. However, in the next 2 years, as part of the requirement is that we need to project it out what will happen in 24-25 and 25-26, not just the current year, but 2 more years. And that's the multi-year projections on page 101 to be presented to you. So things have changed since in the last few months, obviously, or since June, that the state now, if you recall, the normally tax is due on April 15. This year, it got extended through October 15, and then it got extended further for one more month through November 16. Now that the state have the tax collections for the current year, it is projected to be short by $26 billion in the current year. So with the 3-year projection from the Legislative Analyst Office, the shortfall is now anywhere between $26 billion to $58 billion. So that is just the tax shortfall. Another adjustments that was made by the Legislative Analyst Office is that COLA, the cost of living adjustment for next year, have been adjusted down from 3.96% to about 1%. So for us, as we update the first interim report, we have to reflect the new information in the multi-year projection. So again, I want to repeat what I said, is that in the current year, no adjustment is made. We still going to receive the 8.22% COLA. But for the next 2 years, 24, 25, and 25, 26, things will be not as positive. There will be a deficit that the state is facing. Next month, the governors will propose this budget for the following year. So we will have more information on the governor perspective on how to address the deficit, as well as funding education for 24, 25. So that's where we are. So on page 101, I want to point out that the revision have been adjusted down, that we are currently anticipating negative spending of $2.2 million in 24-25 and $2.4 million in 25-26. If we were to make no budget adjustments, that will be the negative, and we still ended the year 25-26 with a $25 million reserve. So we still have sufficient reserve to offset any negative adjustments due to potential slowdown in the economy. So that's where we are on page 101. So in short, current year, we are safe. The next 2 years, it could be challenging. We have sufficient reserve to ready to address any shortfall coming down from the state. We have good relationship with our labor partners. We'll be working with them should we need to make any adjustment to the budget. That's my report, President Say.
Thank you, Mr. Nguyen. I appreciate it. Update all the information to the board. And definitely we all have to work together to go through the next 2 years, where I know I went to the Ms. Fiona Mott. The meeting we discussed about the budget was going to happen next 2 years. We all know it's going to be a crisis there. So I want to thank you so much to keep, update with us. Thank you. Now I need any public comments in here?
I don't see any.
Any discussion from
we have one comment.
One comment, okay. That will be our ABCFT Board President, Mr. Ray Gare.
Ray Gare, President of ABC Federation of Teachers. I appreciate the the budget update, but I also know that the governor plays politics, and that yes, he'll come out with probably a governor's budget that will have probably a 1% COLA, but they'll, school districts are going to be very loud about needing some kind of assistance, because you can't have districts that are doing multi-year deals. That there are many districts. For example, Fresno. Fresno just had a 3-year deal, and their out years for next year is a 2.9% increase, and the year after that a 3.9, and then the year after that another 3. So you can't have the 4th largest district in the state of California going under, and they're just one. San Francisco just did a multi-year deal too. So, this is the last time we had a Great Recession. There were no rainy day funds. There are 2 rainy day funds right now, and so that'll be the governor, negotiating with the legislators. So It's not doom and gloom in the same 2008. Yes, we have to be fiscally prudent. I just, when you hear Mr. Wynn say something like the next 2 years, we're going to have to do, we have to look at, deficit spending or whatnot. The whole picture's not here yet. We won't know the whole picture till next May, when the May revise comes out and we kind of find out where the budget lands. Do we need to be conservative and think about the health of the district? Last time there was a Great Recession. I'm not saying there's going to be a Great Recession, but the last time there was a huge economic downturn, ABC was one of the only school districts in Southern California that didn't hand out pink slips. Pink slips are what you get when you're laid off. And we didn't do that to any permanent employees. We're very proud of that. And why is that? Why did that happen in ABC? Because we had these kind of budgetary conversations about what's real and, the possibilities and how that impacts kids and, how do we maintain programs and employees and keep the community and everybody on target. And so we're going to work real hard together to do that. This is just another challenge. And we'll get through it, but it has everything to do with the relationships we have, the conversations we have, and we don't panic. Because anytime that you panic, you make mistakes. And so, I want to just throw that out there that, we've always been successful because we've asked for clarity, asked questions, and taken our time to find the right answers and work together. So, just my comments on the fiscal report.
Thank you. Next one, there will be any discussion from my board colleague here? If none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion passed 6-0. Item 4.6-8, may I have a motion to approve the Niger PC as the auditor to provide the annual audit for the fiscal year of 2023 to 2024 through 2025 to 2026 with 2 additional 1-year options. May I have a motion and second? We used them many years already.
Motion approved, Eugenio.
Second.
Any public comments?
I don't see any.
Any discussion from my colleague here? If none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
The motion passed 6-0. The last one is information items, which is 1.6-8, results of site visit, reviews, and uniform complaint data for 2023 to 2024 first quarter. Dr. Zillow.
Thank you. We received our first quarter report from LA County Office of Education, and we had no complaints in any of the areas of instructional materials, facilities, or teacher vacancies and misassignments. So there were nothing to resolve.
Thank you, Dr. Zillow. Next one was our board member reports. I will have first Dr. Eugenio.
Thank you, Madam President. During this Christmas season, I wish good tidings, great joy, peace on earth, and goodwill to all. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. May God bless you all and keep you well.
Next one will be our board member and former board president, Mr. Brad Beach.
Thank you, Madam President. Happy to report that we finished our 30 and 30 visits down to the wire, but we got it done at Ferguson, Aloha, and Burbank. We also toured the MOT, District West, Nutritional Services, Warehouse, and the district headquarters. Said hello to every school and every person we could here. Really was happy to complete that. Went to the City of Cerritos, City Manager Art Galucci's retirement. Wanted to thank him for his service to our city and his partnership with our district over all these years. Went to the Gar High School 30-year reunion with Dr. Yenyo. Our class had a good time. Attended the CHS-CIF Final Championship. I want to congratulate the Dons on a hard-fought battle. Man, we were down that whole game. Came back at the end to tie it. Held them in overtime and then scored to win it. It was an outstanding game, and they deserved the championship. Lastly, attended the CSBA conference with Dr. Zietlow and Dr. Loyce. We presented on school safety to all of the board members throughout the state. In the beginning, they asked what is ABC? Who are you? Where are you from? And I think by the end of our presentation, they knew who we were, knew we're one of the leaders in safety in the state, and we represented this district very well, and I'm proud of our presentation. So thank you to everybody who had a part in putting it together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Beach. And next one will be our board member, Ms. Yu.
Thank you, President Say. I want to wish a very Merry Christmas to the entire ABC community, especially hardworking educators, our district staff, superintendent, Dr. Castro, Tuan, our new HR, director, and Ray Gare, and just everyone. Just you guys work really, you deserve a good break, and Merry Christmas to you after hard-earned work. 4 years, 3 years, a couple years into pandemic, and we're coming out now. We're really back to normal, thriving, and we have a lot of work ahead. So, Merry Christmas, and all the teachers and principals, and of course our custodians and gardeners and our kitchen staff, just everyone. Just Merry Christmas, and have a wonderful time with your family. And it's a time, all the kids from college will come back home. It's just a good family reunion, right? Time, good food. Going out to eat is very costly. It's a lot of cooking at home. I've been doing a lot of cooking myself. And it's a good time to also share. It's a time of giving. It is getting very, very cold. And you know that we have the nation's most homeless on our streets. We cannot neglect them. I've been saving some blankets for some of these homeless people too. Yeah, they're our neighbors. We gotta love our neighbor as yourself. And also, I wanna wish you a Happy New Year, because we won't see each other again until January of 2024. God bless you all.
Next one, our board clerk, Mr. Noyola.
Thank you, President Say. I just wanted to start by thanking Dr. Eugenio for nominating me for the clerk position. I also wanted to thank Brad Beach for his dedication over the year, and also congratulate President Say. This past month, I was able to attend the CSBA conference in San Francisco with President Say and board member Beach. It was a great opportunity to get to learn firsthand from other school board members with a lot of experience, get to listen in on some seminars and sessions that were talking about what was the most pertinent information for school boards and some of the things that we can do to adopt here at ABC. So it was a great opportunity. I'm thankful for Superintendent Zietlow for accompanying us, and as well as Dr. Lois for being there. It was a great conference. Thank you. And I also wanted to say happy holidays, happy New Year's to everyone. Have fun out there.
Thank you. Next one's our board member, Dr. Rios.
Thank you. So first and foremost, I want to wish our middle school and high school students lots of luck on their finals. I know this change of schedule was a long time coming, and I really appreciate the collaboration that happened between everyone, because it wasn't an easy move, but the goal was to have students finish with their finals before we went on that long break and actually get to enjoy it. And that includes, staff, especially families really get to enjoy some family time. But, they're probably in cramming mode now, so lots of luck to them. I also attended the CIF game with Cerritos, so congratulations to the football team. I'm sure it was super exciting, and it's a nice badge of honor, right, that it happened during our time as board members. So the couple more things. Happy holidays, of course, to our students, to our families, to our staff, and to my fellow colleagues. I know that we all treasure that time with family, and it really is an opportunity to reflect on all that is good. I do want to address the parent voice today. I do appreciate the comments about, students, ideally, and we really advocate for that the experience of students should be the same wherever they are in the district, that quality of education is there no matter what school they attend, that the extracurricular activities, that the practices are similar. As parents, I think we look to that, and I know I personally get to experience, because some schools will have the lunch issue. You can't drop off lunch for your students, and then other schools don't, and you're like, okay, what's, is it a big issue, is it a small issue? But I think that to have consistency across the board goes a long way in making needed accommodations for all our families. That was it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rios.
And congratulations to our newly elected board president, vice president, who's not here, and our clerk.
Thank you, Dr. Rios. Next announcements. Next, our regular board meeting, boy, is going to be on Tuesday, January the 16th, 2024 at 7 p.m., pending on the board approval. I think that was approved already, right? We did already. So at the district office here. Our committee meeting, finance, will be due on Thursday, December 7, 2023 at 6 o'clock. I believe the staff will send the email to you folks this here. School facility will be on Wednesday, December 13, 2023 at 6 p.m., district office boardroom. Diversity, unity, and equity will be on Thursday, December 21st, 2023 at 6 p.m. School district office boardroom. Strategy, planning, strategy. Tuesday, January the 23rd at 6 p.m. Legislative Policy Board Advisory Committee will be on Wednesday, January the 31st, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. So one other thing I do want to remind everybody, we're going to have a winter break from December 22nd to January the 5th, 2024. And we'll see you next year. Any second public comments in here? Clerk,
I do not see any.
hallelujah. So I'm going to close to adjourn. Hey, I need a motion and second. Go to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye. Oh, vote. Aye. Good night. Bye. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, and have a safe holiday to you all.